Marriage is a beautiful promise, but sometimes the danger doesn't come from the couple. It comes from the people standing around them. In many families, love can thrive. In others, the smallest influence can break a home apart. These are the 5 types of in-laws whose actions can quietly, slowly, and sometimes painfully destroy a marriage. Number 1, the overprotective mother-in-law. She loves her child deeply, but her love becomes a cage. When Kelechi married Chidima, they were full of hope. They decorated their new apartment together, dreamed together, and planned their future together. But 3 months later, everything changed. Kelechi's mother moved in, promising it was only for a short stay. Her stay lasted long enough to reshape the entire home. She corrected Chidima's cooking.
Chidima, you're doing it all wrong. The heat needs to be lower and
Rearranged the house and monitored every conversation between the couple. Slowly, Kelechi stopped making decisions with his wife because his mother was always there. One evening, after an argument she started, she whispered a sentence that shattered the peace in the home. "My son was happier before he married you." With those words, the marriage began to crumble from the inside. Overprotective love can feel warm at first, but in a marriage, it can suffocate. Number 2, the dependent family. Some families don't just welcome the new spouse, they depend on them. When Ade and Aisha got married, they promised to build a peaceful life together. But almost immediately, requests began to pour in. School fees, rent, food, and even pocket money. Every need became an emergency, and every emergency was directed at Aisha. At first, she helped willingly, but the requests never stopped. Instead, they grew, and the gratitude faded. One day, Ade's relatives told him, "Your wife earns more. She should do more." From that moment, Aisha realized she was no longer seen as family. She was seen as a financial solution. A marriage cannot survive when one side is treated like a bank. Number 3, the competitive sister-in-law. Some sister-in-laws feel replaced, even when no one is trying to replace them. Before marriage, Femi and his sister Tolani were inseparable. They cooked together, laughed together, shared everything. But when he married Bisi, something changed. Not in Bisi, but in Tolani. Every meal Bisi cooked was criticized. Every choice she made was questioned. Every visit turned into a silent battle of tension and stares. One day, frustration broke through. Tolani told her, "Don't think you can come here and change this family." The words weren't loud, but they cut deep enough to divide the home. A sister-in-law who competes for attention can turn a peaceful marriage into a battlefield. Number 4, the tradition enforcing elder. Traditions are beautiful until it becomes a weapon. When Ruth married into a deeply traditional family, she respected their customs. She tried her best, but expectations kept growing. Waking before dawn to serve elders, keeping silent even when spoken to harshly, seeking permission for decisions that belonged to her marriage. Every disagreement between her and her husband became an issue for a family council. When she finally spoke up, calmly, respectfully, she was labeled as disrespectful. Tradition should guide a home, not suffocate a spouse. Number 5, the family that never lets go. Privacy is oxygen for a marriage. Without it, Love suffocates. Tunde and Oyin were newly married, still learning each other, still finding their rhythm. But Oyin's family demanded updates on everything, every disagreement, every conversation, every moment of silence. Before noon, her mother already knew what had happened in the morning. Before dinner, her siblings discussed the couple's private issues like a community meeting. The final blow came when her mother asked Tunde, "Why didn't you hug her before you left the house on Monday?" It was in that moment that Tunde realized their marriage was no longer theirs. A relationship exposed to too many opinions will eventually drown in them. Every marriage needs love, but it also needs boundaries. A couple must stand together, build together, and protect each other. Because the truth is simple. A marriage can survive many storms, but it cannot survive an invasion. Guard your peace, guard your partner, and guard the home you are building, because no one else will protect it the way you must.